Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone. Listen, guys, I'm going to just throw it out there straight away from the get-go. This live stream is a little bit deviating from my normal track, but when you see something, you can't unsee it. So I'm going to be talking about the Antichrist and the rise in Christian nationalism. Now, whether you believe in this sort of stuff, just bear with me, guys, please. Just bear with me. Just go with it, all right? Just go with this with an open mind, all right? It's Saturday night. Is it Saturday night? It's Friday night. It's almost, is it? I don't even know. No, it's Saturday night, right? Yeah, it's Saturday night. Go with it. Because we was talking on the live stream earlier on about something, and then I saw more videos flick through, but let me just begin, guys, okay? Because, you know, this is a slightly different live stream from my usual content. I am going to be tracking. We are still going to talk about global conflict on an industrial scale. Yes, we're going to still talk about the boats, because if you live in the United Kingdom, I think we've had, before 10 o'clock this morning, we had, or was it? I think 10:30, actually, I think it was. Somebody fact check me. Before 11 o'clock. Let's say, let's make it safe so I don't get done for fake news. Before 12 o'clock. It doesn't really matter what time it was. But we had 120 new new arrivals to the United Kingdom who will be shipped to hotels, and they'll be given 3 meals a day and a nice warm bed. So all that stuff is still happening. But I want to step away from this for a second and just explore something slightly different. I want to talk about the concept, just the concept now. And whether you believe in this sort of stuff, it's totally fine. I don't even know honestly, I don't even know what I think at this point. But I want to talk to you guys about the Antichrist and the rise of Christian nationalism. We were briefly mentioning this earlier on before, but I came across a video earlier on X, and I'm going to share it with you guys in like 2 seconds or whatever. I'm genuinely interested in what you think of this video. I'll share it. I'll share this video. It's only like, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds long. I'm sure it's a longer video. I'll share this video with you guys. I'll come onto the comments in the chat, and then we'll watch it again. Now, those of you who've been watching my content for a while, you guys know that, you know, I pride myself in being I believe to be a good judge of character. I do. I believe I'm a good judge of character. So when I see videos like this, let me put the chat on first. So when, sorry, Donna. So when I see videos like this, just tell me what you guys think, okay? Tell me what you guys think, all right? Now, I'm talking about this guy here. Just look at his face. That's all I'm saying, guys. Look at his face.
To that.
Very simple. It takes a lot of money to do what we do. We have brought over 100, let's see, the latest figures just came out, 122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ. Let me give you another example.
Jesus Christ. Guys, is it just me? Guys, please tell me I'm not wrong. Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? Now, this guy, he's a pastor or something in America, and he goes around preaching the word of God. I'm not going to give my judgment on him yet. I'll save that until the chat. But like, are you guys seeing this, or is it just me?
Last May, I was scheduled for Lagos, Nigeria. That's a long ways. I had a week off, and I was scheduled for Peru.
Guys, honestly, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
And I prayed about it.
I'm struggling to watch this because I feel terrified. Right now, I'm genuinely terrified.
And I thought, I'm not.
Is this normal? Guys, is this normal? Do humans converse like this?
Missing that dedication in Jerusalem. Without the airplane that we have, that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere. And Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
Well, my question then, okay, all right, but I want to get to the demons because people are very concerned about that comment.
Give me a chance here, Inside Edition. I love your eyes.
I mean, is that sorry.
And here's what happened. We flew in 21 days, 70 hours, 40,000 miles, touched 5 continents, and preached face to face personally with 125,000 people.
Do you ever use your private jets to go visit your vacation homes, for example?
Yes, I do that.
Okay. Again, getting back to the comment, you said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Is this normal behavior? Am I missing something? I know a lot of Americans and they don't act like this. I do. I know a lot of Americans, real good friends of mine. They do not act like this.
We wrestle not
Jesus.
with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers.
Can you explain what you meant by that term then?
So I'm just going to jump. I'm going to jump onto the chat now, guys. Like, is it just me, or is there something severely wrong with that? You know, is it just me, or is there something severely wrong with that, guys? You know, so what I'm talking about, like, and I saw this video, right? And look, guys, I know this is wild. It's a Saturday night. Let's just go with it. I saw this video, and I thought, right, okay. I thought if I was the devil, and I'm not, I'm growing my hair long like the King of Men. If I was the devil, and I wanted to infiltrate the world, I'd start by infiltrating the church. You would obviously go to your church. You would try and destroy your enemy from within. And watching that video of that guy, and this is just me, guys, let me know what you guys think. You know, watching that video there of that guy, like, if somebody was to come up to me and say, Sean, this guy is in a movie, right? I'll go with this, all right? If somebody was to come up to me and say, Sean, this is a guy, this is a guy from a movie, right? This is a movie. You're watching a movie now. What's the movie about? Do you know what I'd say? I'd say that movie is about demonic possession and that guy is possessed. That's what I'd say. You know, I'd say that guy, he's obviously been chosen for a role because, you know, and he's pretending to be possessed by a demon. Did you see how he flared up when they started to talk about demons? And if you had, guys, I'm gonna jump back onto. I'm in a minute. I am gonna jump back onto the. I'm gonna jump back in a minute onto. You know, global conflict, because there's been lots happening around the world. There's been escalations in not Nigeria, Venezuela. There's been an attack on, as I believe it, a US base in Syria. There's more boats coming to the United Kingdom. These things are still happening. If you were the devil, right, and you had infiltrated the church, and you'd put in woke liberals and gays and, you know, and look, guys, I've got nothing against anybody that's gay, but if you're gay, you can't be a Christian. It's just the reality. Like, you can't. You know, if you want to go and start your own gay religion, that's fine, you know, but you can't say that the Bible is all powerful and you want to be part of the Bible if it says in that Bible, oh, we don't want being gay. Right, okay, you don't want, okay, so being gay is okay. It's fine. Okay, right. It doesn't work. So what would be the one thing, like if you were the devil, what would be the one thing that would terrify you? it would be the rise in Christian nationalism. It would be. You would be like, if you were the devil, you would be terrified in that rise of Christian nationalism. You would. You absolutely would. Right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everyone. Right, I've just noticed how much stuff is on the chat here. There's, right, I'm just looking at the chat now. Lots of people are saying, demon, 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 demon. Yeah, guys, look, I like, you know, I can't disagree with what you guys are saying. The devil man. Look, guys, and I don't know who this guy is. I've never met him before. I don't know, I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. He's crazy. He's evil. He's evil. Templar Matt is saying it's an old video. Look, guys, I'm seeing this for the first time. I've never seen this video before. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. One of Satan's useful idiots. I don't know who this guy is, but when I looked at this video, he was just terrifying. He really was absolutely terrifying. Crosshatch is saying, now they come to you. Now they come to you. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Now they come to you. Are they gonna bring me some wood for my log burner? Because I've been literally chopping wood all day, guys. I've been in a right sweat today. Donna is saying, get him off my screen. Demonic. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. So this guy, as I understand it, he's some sort of Christian, he's some sort of Christian pastor or something. And he flies around the world on his private jet. It just seems satanic to me, guys. It just seems absolutely satanic to me. I don't know what I'm seeing here. I don't know what I'm seeing here, but it was absolutely wild. Absolutely wild, that video. And Lewis Ackers is saying he's called Kenneth Copeland. I don't know what his name is, guys. What? Look, guys, this is all new to me. I don't know his background. I don't know his name. I just saw this video and I was like, okay, that guy is bonkers. Can you imagine if he turned up as a babysitter? Excuse me. Can you imagine if he turned up as a babysitter? You would be terrified. You would very suddenly not want to go out with your children. You would. That is the reality. That is the absolute reality. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to jump straight onto the boats. I will come on to that in a little bit. We'll talk about that again, and then I'll show that video again for people who are joining or maybe leaving, or we're having a little bit of change of tact. So more boats have come to the United Kingdom today. It does seem like we can't stop these boats. And I was laughing to myself earlier. Can you guys remember when Keir Starmer was elected and he said he was going to smash the gangs? Like, is anybody, hang on a minute. Diplomat is saying he's Googly unblocked yet. So I looked into this, and when I block someone on, just for context, I was blocking people yesterday on the chat, and I clicked when you guys send a message, it jumps up, and somebody must have just sent a message at the wrong or right time, and I clicked the wrong thing. Anyway, I can only block people for the live stream. So I can't block people for good. I can only block them for the live stream. So once I start a new live stream, everybody's free again. Oh, hang on. Somebody said, who did somebody say? Somebody said, to be fair, Sean, you look a bit evil sometimes. Maybe I do. Is that when the screen's frozen? Is that when the screen's frozen and I've got a weird face? It's an old video. I think his name's Copeland or something. Anyway, multi-million-pound pasture. Jesus said, worship God, not money, and private jets. Right, listen, guys, I'm just calling it out now. I'm not sure that I'm not sure that Jesus said, don't worship private jets. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that Jesus may have said, don't worship private jets. Anyway, so it's up to him, not going to judge. Well, I'm going to judge. I am going to 100% judge that guy. All right. He looks like he's possessed. Like, if somebody was to show me like pictures and say, right, and he was in there and said, right, which one of these people do you think is demonically possessed? I would be like, that guy there, 100%. Sue Gerard is saying, hello from the Northwest. Hello, Sue from the Northwest of England. And Sue, you're the flag. I don't know if you guys can see that, but any flags of British, any British flags go into black flags now. So if you guys have a Union flag or a Cross of St. George, that flag will turn into a black flag like that. But if you've got a Palestinian flag, that's totally fine. The algorithm likes that. Told you, Raven, you look like the guy out of the film Patriot, the one Mel Gibson wanted to kill in a nice way. I don't know. Guys, do I not look like Aragorn, the king of men? I'm pretty sure I look like Aragorn, the king of men, like the king of all men. I think that's like my... When I'm inebriated, that's my alter ego. Oh, and then Googleino is saying, Sean, I'm still blocked. Right, okay. I have no idea how to unblock people then. Right, do you know what, guys? From now on, I'm going to have a no blocking policy. I'm going to have a no blocking policy. I'm going to have a no blocking policy because I don't know how to unblock people. I don't know how to unblock people. Last night, I was on the chat. I was trying to block someone. And when the chat moves up, literally, as soon as I clicked my mouse, somebody must have sent a message and the chat went up and I actually clicked Google by mistake. Yeah, so I'm going to have to get onto that because there's got to be a way, hasn't there? There's got to be a way to unblock. I love freedom too much to block anyone. Yeah, do you know what I do as well? But like when people keep like you get people spamming. Like I had this person and they would get on my live stream and they would just send like loads of underscores and it would just be like underscore. And I think like, what are you doing? Like why? Like it's got to be a massive effort. It's got to be a massive effort when. And Sue is saying, I'm used to seeing the English flag turning black when commenting. Yeah, I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what it is. But for some reason... Hang on a minute. Sean, you look spooky when you wear your cape. Oh, shit. It's going on, guys. The cape is coming on. What is that fucking thing? It's not going on. That's one. And then we do the clasp. God, I feel powerful in this. Count Dracula short evil. No, I think men should wear capes, guys. I think everyone should wear capes. What is wrong? Literally, what's wrong with capes, guys? You know, what is wrong with capes? You look like a goth from the 80s. Is that a bad thing? I don't know if that's a bad thing. Right, okay, guys, yeah. So listen, guys, let's jump back on track, okay? So the crux of this live stream, and I will be going back to this shortly. I want to talk about, and again, it's like I totally get it, you know. I totally get it. There really is a rise in Christian nationalism certainly in the United Kingdom. I would say other parts of the world as well, but you can certainly see it in real time in the United Kingdom. Now, also today, we still have the boats coming, guys. We still have the boats coming. Thousands of young fighting age men from beautiful places like Nigeria, Chad, South Sudan, India. Well, I guess India would get a flight. You know, North Africa, West Africa, Central African republics, like all these people are making their way to the United Kingdom, and we are putting them up in hotels. We're paying for that. Our taxpayers' money, my tax money, your tax money. We are paying for this. Now, the whole dynamics is a lot darker, guys. It really is. It's a lot darker. And I guess it comes into the Antichrist, right? It comes into the Antichrist a little bit because in the Bible, and I'm going to get biblical on you guys right now. I am going to get biblical because in, excuse me, I'm going to give you guys some biblical context to the migrant crisis, okay? So, the book of Revelation, Revelation 9, and the fifth and sixth trumpets is sometimes interpreted as the historical rise of Islam. This is biblical, what biblical scholars are saying, guys. I'm not saying this, all right? I'm not saying this. This is what biblical scholars are saying. With locusts from the abyss symbolizing Arab armies or Ottoman expansions. Now, this is what biblical scholars have been saying, and this is what they've been claiming. Also, the beast or Antichrist referred to in Revelation 13 and 17 is tied to an Islamic Antichrist or a one world religion, blending Islam with other faiths. For example, guys, look, I don't want to go down this road, but I feel I have to. I feel I have to go down what I feel I have to say what I'm seeing. So, you know now how you've got King Charles and he's quoting the Quran and he's talking about all sorts of stuff. So, like, you can't not put this stuff together, right? You can't. It's very difficult to put this stuff together. And if you guys want to know what life is like in the Middle East, and look, guys, before I share with you guys this video, I want to be quite clear. I've lived in the Middle East for a long time. I used to live in Baghdad. I lived like 5 years of my life. I lived in Baghdad. I actually spoke Arabic the other day in the gym. There was a guy and he had his headphones on and he was on video call to somebody and he was talking really loud in Arabic. And it was the Arabic that I understand. So it was like the dialect that I understand. So I stood right, I got on the running machine right at the side of him and I went, Assalamu alaikum, Habibi, and to Shonik, and to Zain, and ya Muzin, Asif, Habibi, Asif, Jiddan, Asif, Jiddan, Asif. And he looked at me and he was like, you know, because he thought, you know, nobody understood what he was saying, but I totally understood what he was saying because I speak that very dialect of Arabic. Anyway, he got off and he left the gym. Anyway, so I have a positive experience of the Middle East. I like being in the Middle East. I like Middle Eastern culture. I like Middle Eastern food. Let me just share with you guys a little video. Let me just share with you guys a little video real quick, guys. Let me share this video with you guys, like real quick. So this is what it's like when people come to the West, when people from the Middle East come to the West. And I don't know why this is. I genuinely don't know why this is. Because people from the Middle East, you know, I am peaceful Muslim. I am peaceful man. I want to come to United Kingdom to build family in love, and I want to be peaceful. And then they get here.
Can I criticize the government?
What? You want to die? Criticize the government? You can't even speak without a man to vouch for you. You're a woman. Get her.
Welcome to America, Salma.
Can I criticize the government?
You are
This is literally what it's like when people from the Middle East get to the UK.
free to criticize the government.
Death to America! Death to America! I'm the father! Death to America!
That's literally it, guys. That is literally it. You know, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But, like, when people come over from, like, you know, from the Middle East, from Iraq, from Syria, from Afghanistan, this is literally it. Men as well.
You can speak without a man to vouch for you. You're a woman. Get her.
Welcome to America, Salma.
Can I criticize the government?
You are free to criticize the government.
Death to America! Death to America! I'm the father! Death to America!
Literally, that's it, guys. I don't know what it is. I genuinely don't know what it is. But that sort of stuff does happen ridiculously. Like, it happens all the time. You know, it happens all the time. That little video just made me laugh, guys. It really made me laugh. Really made me laugh, that video. Because people don't understand. Like, if you live, like, you know, I've lived in the Middle East a long time, and my experience of the Middle East is, you know, yeah, of course, there's bad people everywhere, and like there's some really bad people in some really bad places. But a lot of the people I come across in the Middle East are really nice people. Genuinely, guys, I'll say that. Like, and I don't think I'll ever say otherwise, because that wouldn't be true. You know, from my my interpreters, Ramia, Fahed, Duraid, really nice guys, really good people. You know, always wanting to do stuff for you. And one of the examples I give is, I don't know whether it was Ramadan or Eid. It's basically when you have to wait until you can see the moon over Saudi Arabia. All right. So I think it's Ramadan. So I was doing Ramadan, you know. I was doing Ramadan, and oh, hang on a minute. Right, guys, we've got some breaking news here. Let me just get this, guys. Germany stabbing. Right, I'm gonna go on to X, guys, because X usually gives you the better. Sorry, guys. I'm working as fast as I can, guys. I'm working as fast as I can. Germany stabbing. Okay, so look, guys, I'm going to read this off the news. I'm going to read this off X, all right? I don't know if this has been confirmed. Police in Germany have arrested a suspect following the stabbing of a 16-year-old near the Christmas markets of Herford in the state of North Rhine. The suspect is believed to be a 15-year-old migrant from northern Iraq. So for those of you guys don't know, contextually, northern Iraq is Kurdistan, Erbil. You've got that whole northeast Syria. So it could be a Kurd. I don't know. I'm just reading what I'm getting, guys, here. The attacker, so the attacker verified so far as 15-year-old Iraqi who knew the 16-year-old. Thankfully, the victim is not dead. Now, this is from... Sorry, guys, I'm just reading this in real time. So it does look like there's been a knife attack in Germany. Now, this is from the day... Okay, so this is from the Daily Wire. This is what they're publishing. No, that's nothing. That's totally different. Okay, so lots of people are reporting that an Iraqi asylum seeker. Now they're saying it's northern Iraq. Now, just from my understanding of Iraq, which is pretty vast, I've been all over that country for 5 years. So I do understand that northern Iraq, you're looking at. I mean, I guess you're looking at Dahuk. No, is Dahuk? Yeah, you're looking at like Erbil, Dahuk, Fishkabur. They're the main regions in northern Iraq. Otherwise, you just say Iraq. So, and in those, and look, guys, I'll be quite honest. I used to walk around Erbil, totally fine walking around Erbil. All those places in northern Iraq, I used to feel fine walking around. What I will say is, women had a different experience to me. Right, so that looks like what it is, guys. Now that's from this is from an hour ago. German police have arrested a suspect following a life-threatening knife attack on a 16-year-old near the Christmas market in Hereford in the state of North Rhine. The suspect is and this is what I'm reading, and lots of people reporting this, guys. I can't find anything out on the mainstream yet. I will have a look in a second. So I'm going to say the suspect is believed to be a 15-year-old migrant from northern Iraq whose citizenship status has not yet been determined according to Bild. So it doesn't look like the mainstream are reporting on this. He is alleged to have stabbed the teenager in the back during an altercation close to the market. Again, guys, look, the video I just shared with you guys, literally, that's what it's like when people from the Middle East, come to liberal Western democracies. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Right, let me jump onto the comments, guys, and we will get back on track. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining for the first time, we are talking about, if you're joining for the first time, we are hang on. Look at the chat. Right. Sorry, guys. Sean, stop reading that. Right, hang on. Right, okay. Sorry, guys. Right, let me get this. Berg Kaman. Right, okay. So I've got this here. Berg Kaman, 4 children seriously injured in stabbing as manhunt launched. A child, 8, has reportedly been critically injured in a horror knife attack in Wow! All these knife attacks in Germany. It's like Germany a couple of years ago opened the doors to Syrian migrants. I don't know if they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. An 8-year-old girl has reportedly been critically injured and 3 others hurt seriously in a knife attack that has sparked a massive police manhunt. The 8-year-old child, who was apparently the most serious, 8 years old, man. Look, guys, when I talk about satanic, if you attack a child with a knife, there's only one word for you: satanic. That's devil shit. That really is devil shit. The 8-year-old, who was apparently the most seriously injured in the attack in Germany, suffered 15 to 20 cuts and stab wounds all over her body and head. What the actual fuck am I reading? Yeah, and then they're saying the possibility of life-threatening injuries still cannot be ruled out. Look, guys, I'll let you into a little secret. If you're stabbed, it's going to change your life forever. You are always going to be looking out for that knife. Fuck. Police have reportedly released pictures of a man, 20, they want to speak to in connection with the attack, in which the mum of the children was also seriously hurt. Well, where are the pictures? A spokesperson for Dortmund prosecutor's offices said, we strongly advise against approaching the man direct, they said. Anyone who sees him should immediately call the police on 110. I'm assuming that must be the number in Germany. It cannot be ruled out that he is armed. The attack was committed in an apartment on, I'm not going to try and pronounce that word, guys, near Dortmund. According to police, the 26-year-old female resident and her 4 children, aged 3 to 8, were seriously injured by stab wounds and slashes. The suspect, whose name is known to the police, but they're not releasing him. All they're saying is he is described as 1.85 meters, so he's quite tall, slim, wearing dark clothes with a white hat, glasses, and a 3-day beard. What's a 3-day beard? Right, let me try and get these pictures, guys, because if these pictures have been released, I'll try and get them up and we'll share the pictures. Let me just jump down. Look, guys, I don't even know. I don't even know what I don't even know, like, if you attack children, you're in league with Lucifer. That's the reality. So if you want to go and rape children, you're doing the devil's work. If you want to kill children, you're doing the devil's work. If you want to hurt children, you're doing the devil's work. And you need the wrath of God. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find these. I'm trying to find these pictures. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find these pictures because I can't find. No, that's not it. I can't find the pictures. So the police, I don't want to keep too much time looking at these pictures, guys. What the fuck? Boy 6 has genitals cut. What? No. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share this with you. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. I'm going to share this with you. This is dark. This is dark, right? I'm going to share this with you. It has got ads, so I do apologize. But you know how we were just talking about if you hurt kids, you're satanic. If you target children, you're doing the devil's work and you need the wrath of God. And this is what we were talking about on this. Guys, I don't know if I'm being anointed right now, but if you attack children, you're doing the devil's work. If you and your mates want to get a white girl and drag her somewhere and do things to her, you're the fucking devil, my friend, and you are doing Satan's work. There's no other way around it, guys. There's no other way around it. You know, you are working for the Antichrist. I don't know how you personify evil in such a way that I can't even, you know. Let me just share this with you guys. This is in the same place. This is literally the same place, guys, okay? Boy 6, you guys can read that, right? Boy 6 has genitals and left 4 in a ditch after satanic ritual. Now, literally, guys, sorry, it's the same. Oh, right. Sorry. This is South Africa. Right. Okay. So this is South Africa. It's still okay. Right. Okay. 6-year-old boy was, Jesus Christ. A 6-year-old boy was left for dead, covered in and mutilated what is feared to be a barbaric act of voodoo. When was this? This is July. Jesus Christ. What's going on in the world, guys? Like, what is going on? I was talking about this yesterday. I was saying, what happens in countries when white people stop being the majority? What happens to those white people? Right. Unbelievable. So your daily daddy is saying, don't forget Bradley Cooper, Hollywood priest, plank mask. Wrath here, these pedos will pay. Antichristios on his way, Odin protects. I agree, and I absolutely concur. Okay, your daily daddy, don't keep spamming. Okay, guys, don't keep spamming. While you sit there holding up the 666 sign, I've not got a have I got a 666 sign? Where's my 666 sign, guys? I don't have a 666 sign, guy. Do I? I don't know. Men need to grow a pair of balls and start protecting women and children from these sorts of incidents. Yes, they do. And that brings us right back to the rise in Christian nationalism. Okay, so let's just say, guys, does anybody disagree with me? You know, ladies and gentlemen, does anybody disagree with me, right? Does anybody disagree with me? Does anybody disagree with me when I say attacks on children are doing the devil's work? You're doing the work of Lucifer, of Satan, of Shaitan, if you want to be Arabic. Does anybody disagree with me when I'm saying that, right? I think it's fair to say I do. And the rise in Christian nationalism would be the only thing. And let's just pretend. Let's just go down conspiracy road for a minute, guys. Let's just say that there are alternate universes and interdimensional beings operating within the same realm. Let's just pretend that's true. And let's just say that Satan and his demons are operating through vassals. They're operating through vassals like that guy we just saw. Wouldn't it be fair to assume that they would be terrified? Terrified in the rise in Christian nationalism. Right. Andy is saying, sure, what if our old regiments and muckers rearmed? Just asking. Andy, do I work with you? Andy, do I work with you on a date? Andy, are you part of my date? Andy, do I work with you? Are you like Andy? Or like, do I not work with you? I don't know which Andy I'm talking to here. I know a few Andys. The CIA invented conspiracy, and they are. I don't know what that means. Sue Gerard is saying, Sue Gerard, are you from Liverpool? Because Gerard sounds. Hey Sue, lass, hey Sue girl, are you from Liverpool? Like, because I know Gerard sounds like a really, it's like a really northwest name, innit? I don't know, Sue. Are you from Liverpool? Sue Gerard is saying no one has learned anything from the history. No, I believe you're right. You know, and like I keep saying on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not understand history, you are doomed to repeat it, which the world is doomed to repeat it. We're heading into a global conflict on an industrial scale, guys. We are. Googleonus is saying children's operations cancelled as super flu plies pressure on NHS. Does anybody, like, guys, I don't know. I don't know about this super flu. I spoke about it briefly the other day on the live. Right, let me just Google super flu and see what we get. Super flu UK. Give me a second. Oh my God! Right, okay, right. I've got from a couple of hours ago. Okay, right. So this is the headline from a couple of hours ago. Okay, beyond. If I'll share this, no, I won't because ads. So this is an article released today, Saturday the 13th of December, from the Independent. Beyond catastrophic. How super flu is pushing the NHS to the brink. Leading medics warn of severe hospital overcrowding, staff struck down with flu, and a worrying number of cases among children. No. Guys, who's got... Jesus Christ, no. Sorry, guys, I'm thinking out loud in real time. Right. The girls had their flu vaccinations this week, just Monday. The girls had their flu vaccinations Monday. Obviously, we didn't sign the consent form. The girls don't have any flu vaccinations. They're fine. You know, they go outside, they play, I make them run, they have oranges. This can't be right. Girls, in fact, guys, you guys with children, was it a national rollout of the flu vaccination for kids this week? Guys, can we get people in the chat, please? I don't know if this has been a national rollout, guys. I don't know if this has been a national... Look, guys, I don't know if this is a national rollout. What I'm seeing right now is I'm putting pattern recognition. I'm doing pattern recognition now, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody needs to do pattern recognition because you know what? Forget what people tell you on the news. Forget what West Streeting says. Do your own pattern recognition. And I'm doing pattern recognition right now, okay? And this is my pattern recognition. The girls, and I know people where we live, on Monday, so what would Monday have been? I don't know, the 7th or 8th or something. Hang on, let me just get my calendar up. I've got the letter in the house. The 8th, yeah. So Monday the 8th, where we live, all the schools were giving out the flu vaccines to the children. That's true. I don't know if this was national. I don't know if this was national. Right now, on Saturday the 13th, we've got the headlines. Flu pandemic stretches the United Kingdom. Children are getting the flu. Is it just me or is anybody else making these connections? Guys, honestly, is it just me or is anybody else making these connections? And look, guys, I've got no evidence on this. The evidence I'm giving you guys is anecdotal. Let me have a look on the chat. Gemma is saying yes and past 3 weeks. Okay. So, April is saying the same in Nottingham. April saying again, all the school was done in a day. Sean, back to brass tracks. Did you think NBC training was okay? I think it was fine. So what Andy is talking about there is nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare training. Pouncy is saying, you name Raven. Yes, I'm Raven. I've been Raven for... People have been calling me Raven for like 22 years. I'm the one and only Raven. There is only one Raven, and I am he. But Pouncy452, what a fantastic thumbnail you've got. Duchess is saying, my eldest had it last week, and so it does look like, and Millie Mono as well. Millie Mono is saying, yes, Sean. So it does look like, ladies and gentlemen, it does look like there's a national rollout right now of the flu vaccine. So it does look like there's a national... flu rollout right now of the... Sorry, not a national flu rollout. Well, I guess it is a national flu rollout. So it does look like there's a national rollout of the flu vaccine. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I've got no government inside information. All I can do is, like you guys, do pattern recognition, right? And if kids are being given the flu vaccine to stop them getting the flu nationally, and then the week after, there's a massive flu epidemic in the United Kingdom, you've got to look at the data, right? Haven't you? You've got to look at the data and think, well, oh, hang on a minute. And again, you know, correlation's not causation, but if the cap fits, wear it. Pouncy is saying, I've not told anyone on YouTube, but my real name is Raven. Me only know of one other Raven now, and that's called you, and that's you. Well, I'm the only Raven. I'm the only Raven. I'm not going to tell you why, but Raven was a name that was given to me when I was in the... I've been called Raven since I was in the military. And everybody will know me. Everybody in the military, like everybody who knows me from the military, just calls me Raven. No, so everybody's trying to be Raven now. Everybody's trying to be Raven. Everybody wants to be... listen, everybody wants to be Raven until it's time to do Raven shit. Running Bear is saying, I quit taking vax 20 years ago when I learned that doctors and pharmacists don't take them. Yeah, I think there was less than half of NHS workers take vaccines. You know what, guys? Sorry, let me fact check myself. Let me fact check myself here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not, ladies and gentlemen, look, guys, I've got to be very clear and I've got to cover my shoulders, all right? So I'm not saying that less than half of NHS workers take vaccines. What I'm saying is LBC are saying Less than half of NHS staff get flu jab despite viral tidal wave ripping through hospitals. So I'm not saying anything, guys. I'm saying what LBC is saying. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to be very careful. If you live in the United Kingdom, you've got to be very careful what you say, because you don't want the on your door somebody saying, you know, and get sent to prison for an opinion. I don't want to get sent to prison for an opinion. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump back on track. Let's jump back. Let's go. Let's have a rewind. Let's have a rewind. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. Hang on a minute. So, my 3-year young grandmother has been in hospital twice in the last, due to everyone inhaler class have the nasal spray. Flu misprotection for those who not know what they're doing. I think what Sue is saying there, that her grandmother, I think her grandmother's been in hospital through a flu vaccination or something through her nose. Green leader tops polls after backing small boat migrants, and Sean has his faith in Gen Z. Ladies and gentlemen, Googleino, I have all my faith in Gen Z. I do. I have all my faith in Gen Z. Absolutely. I don't take that back. All my faith is in Gen Z. You'll see. You'll see when Gen Z comes storming off the boats like pariahs. You know, when Gen Z comes storming off those ships like Christian stormtroopers, not taking shit from anyone, you know, and the millennials and the Gen Xers and the boomers, we're just going to be saying, thank you, thank you. Googleino is saying, why are they voting Greens? I'm not convinced they are. I'm not convinced that the millennials are voting Greens. I'm really not. I don't have enough information to be able. I don't have even. First of all, Gen Z are not old enough to vote, are they? Are Gen Z old enough to vote? I don't think Gen Z are old enough to vote to start with. But let's see how this pans out, because all my look, guys, if I was a betting man, and I'm absolutely not, I will put all my money in Gen Z because I trust Gen Z. I do. I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings in that case. Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Listen, guys. Okay, this is slightly off topic. I'm going to jump back. I'm going to jump back, and I'm going to jump back, and I'm just going to say that there is no time in anyone's life that is not a good time to watch Lord of the Rings. James is saying, Sean, Sky News found out 81% of Gen Z Germans won't join the army. Guys, I've gone against the mainstream lots of times, right? I've gone against the mainstream. I go against the mainstream all the time, right? I do. I'm always right. Okay? I'm always right. So, right, okay, yeah, do you know what, Googleino? So, Googleino, okay, so what I'm saying is, and I know there's an overlap here, if you're 16 and under, that's who I'm referring to as Gen Z. It is. That's who I'm referring to as Gen Z. So it's going to take up some of the younger Gen Zs, but it's also going to encompass all of Gen Alpha. It is going to, you know, it's going to go all of Gen Alpha, but I do think it's fair. Anyway, look, guys, let me jump back onto this, because earlier on the live stream, we were talking about, excuse me, earlier on we were talking about the rise in Christian nationalism, and then I saw this video, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share it with you guys now. So, look, guys, if you're watching for the first time, we're talking about the Antichrist and the rise in Christian nationalism. Let me share this video with you guys. Give me your comments, what you think of this person. You know, give me your comments, what you think of this person.
To that.
Very simple. It takes a lot of money to do what we do.
And just quickly, guys, I know this is an old video. I only saw it today. Somebody in the chat said it's an old video. I don't know who this guy is. He's a Christian pastor or something. I don't know the context behind it. Doesn't matter. Look at his face.
We have brought over 100. Let's see. The latest figures just came out. 122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ. Let me give you another example. Last May.
Is anyone look at that face, guys? Like you can watch this video, right? And what are you guys seeing? Literally, what are you guys seeing when you look at that? What are you seeing? I know what I'm seeing. You know, I absolutely know look at his face.
I was scheduled for Lagos, Nigeria. That's a long ways. I had a week off and I was scheduled for Peru. And I prayed about it and I thought, I'm not missing that dedication.
What do you think? Does he seem like, look, guys, you know, I watched this other guy, this Orthodox Christian. He's a Syrian guy. He's an Orthodox Christian, but he's Syrian. I watch his sermons and I want to watch him. I feel a connection with him. I'm terrified of this guy. I'm genuinely terrified of this guy. That is terrifying to me. That's terrifying.
In Jerusalem, without the airplane that we have that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere. And Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
He made that aircraft so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it. I couldn't help but buy that aircraft. It was so cheap, I had to buy it.
Well, my question then, okay, all right, but I want to get to the demons because people are very concerned about that comment.
Give me a chance here, Inside Edition. I love your eyes.
That's probably the single most creepiest thing I've ever heard anyone say. If that guy said to me, "Oh, Sean, I love your eyes," I'd be like, "Yeah, this interview's over. I'm going." I would bath myself in holy water.
And here's what happened. We flew in 21 days, 70 hours, 40,000 miles. Touched 5 continents and preached face to face personally with 125,000 people.
Do you ever use your private jets to go visit your vacation homes, for example?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Again, getting back to the comment, you said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Does that sound, is this your idea of Christianity, guys? Is this your idea of Christianity? Like right there, right then, is that your idea of Christianity? I'm going to close this video now. Now, if somebody was showing me that video, right, and they said to me, they said, "Sean, this is a video. What do you think of this video?" This is my God's honest, this is my, truthful answer. I would say, "Oh, well, it's a movie about demonic possession, and that guy's clearly, he's probably got like Brad Pitt as he's probably got like Russell Crowe you know, Russell Crowe as a priest or something, and, you know, he's obviously the bad guy or one of the bad guy's minions, and, you know, because he's so over the top. Which brings me back into right to the beginning, guys, okay? And you guys are welcome to criticize me on this. You guys are welcome to criticize me on this, guys, okay? If there was an Antichrist, the devil, El Diablo, Lucifer, you know, he whose name we do not speak, the first place you would want to infiltrate is the church. It's the first place you would want to infiltrate the church, right? You know, you would want to infiltrate that church. And what would scare you would be the rise in Christian nationalism. Stephen is saying Islam is the devil. Well, I'm going to give you guys some biblical context here, guys. I'm going to give you some biblical context because in the book of Revelation, and look, guys, it's totally fine if this is not your thing. Just bear with me a second. So in the book of Revelation, Revelation 13 and 17 is tied to an Islamic Antichrist or a one world religion that blends Islam with other religions. Now, it would be difficult to say, do you know what? I'm not even going to say it would be difficult. Some people may say that King Charles is trying to blend Christianity with Islam. Would you not say that? Would you guys not say that? I think it would be fair that some people, not me, guys, I've got no opinion on this. I'm just telling you what other people are saying. I'm just telling you guys what other people are saying. Right, let me jump up and get the let me jump up and get the comments, guys. Right, what's this? Don't forget the Bradley Cooper Hollywood priest plant mask. Right, I'm just going to Google this because I have no idea what this means. Right, there's nothing come up, mate. There's nothing that's coming up with this. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting absolutely nothing. I don't know. I don't. If you can give me more context on that, mate. I don't know what that means. Bradley Cooper's priest plant mask. If you can give me more context, I'll try and get it. That's a plant mask. Shut up. That's a plant mask. The Jews are watching. I've got a plant mask on. Right, okay, I've got it. Right, okay, I've got it. So my face is the plant mask. Right, okay, I've got it. Right, okay. So I'm the right, okay. So I'm wearing a mask. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you caught me out, guys. You guys caught me out. I'm sorry. Praise King Jesus forever is saying he's a demon pretending to follow Christ. I think so as well. The scriptures warn of the soul. The scriptures warn the call them, beware of wolves in sheep's clothing. He's crazy, guys. That man is absolutely crazy. I mean, he terrifies me. Honestly, honestly, guys, look, just me watching that video, I'm scared. You know, I am. I'm scared. Like, if he turned up and he started levitating, like coming towards me, I'd be like, yeah, I was expecting that. Sue Gerard is saying, the eyes are the windows to your soul. Joe Riviera is saying, I love your eye. You got great eyes. I love them with some barbecue sauce. Yeah, he's a crazy cat. He's a crazy cat. Listen, he might be a nice guy. Look, I'm going to be quiet. Oh, all right. I think you two need to get a room. You know, I do love a barbecue, though. He may be a nice guy. You know, I don't know. I don't know him. I've never met him. I don't know who I didn't even know his name until somebody put it on the chat. But what I'm getting at is it looks terrifying, right? And then you see this Syrian guy. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let me try and find him. Let me try and find one of his videos. Is it Mani or something? I can't find it. It might not be. It might not be Syrian. Let me Google this. Murray, Emmanuel, that's him. Let me try. Just like watch the difference in. Just watch the difference here, guys. Give me a second. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Here he is, guys. Like, so you watch that guy, all right? You watch that guy with the crazy eyes, right? Saying he's bringing God's word. And then just watch this guy. Just literally watch this guy.
You may want to read or recite this prayer. Surrender to God's will. Grant that I may fully surrender myself to your holy will. At every hour of this day, direct and support me in all things. Whatsoever news may reach me in the course of the day, teach me to accept it with a calm soul and the firm conviction that all is subject to your holy will. Amen.
Like, if you want to, like, for me, if you, like, you know, if there's, you know, like, there's clearly different directions in Christianity, right? There's this Christianity, which I will 100% subscribe to. 100%. I will subscribe to this Christianity.
Grant that I may fully surrender myself to your holy will. At every hour of this day, direct and support me in all things. Whatsoever news may reach me in the course of the day, teach me to accept it with a calm soul and the firm conviction that all is subject to your holy will.
Like, there's that Christianity, and then there's, I got this airplane and it was so cheap I just had to buy it, so it took me over and I gotta be don't you ever say that. Like, anyway, guys, it's absolutely crackers. Absolutely crackers. Yeah, and the guy who I just showed you, he got, there was a Muslim guy and he went in and he stabbed him while he was giving giving one of his sermons. Right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to start closing this down now. I've just looked at the time. You guys have been fantastic. We have been talking about something a little bit off topic today, and it's just because I saw that video and I was so, I don't want to use the word outraged, shocked, terrified. Terrified is the right word to use. You know, I saw this, like, this guy who's supposed to be a Christian pastor. You guys know what I think. And I was thinking, if there is an Antichrist, where would you infiltrate? You would infiltrate the church first. You would put in your debaucheries, you'd put in your gay priests, your trans priests, you would let the church marry gays. And then I'm not going anything wrong with gays, but you can't be part of the church if you're gay. It's just the rules, guys. It's just the rules, you know. Man should not lay with another man man should not lay with another man or an animal like he lays with a woman. And that's in like Deuteronomy somewhere. I don't know. I'm not really a Bible scholar. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, listen, guys, the world is wild. Maybe the Antichrist is among us. Maybe the Antichrist's already here and we are seeing it. And that's why we are seeing such a pushback against Christian nationalism. And there's more boats on the way, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, guys, I am going to close this down. You guys have been fantastic as always. If you've not done so already, guys, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share my stuff. We are in wild times. I'm going to be getting back onto World War III tomorrow, World War IV, which is going to be on our streets. Global conflict on an industrial scale is coming. It is here. And I will see you guys in the morning at 10.